I was shooting arrows in my backyard, and randomly get this call from Trump, and he's hanging out with you.
President Trump called, and I called you.
Yeah, it's just
We were talking about you.
It's just
We were talking about you. He was talking about the UFC thing he was going to do in his front yard.
Yeah.
And he pulls out, he's, Jensen, look at this design. He's so proud of it. And I go, you're going to have a fight in the front lawn in the White House? He goes, yeah, you're going to come. This is going to be awesome. And he's showing me his design and how beautiful it is. And he goes, and somehow your name comes up. He goes, do you know Joe? And I said, yeah, I'm going to be on his podcast. He said, let's call him.
He's like a kid.
I know, let's call him.
He's like a 79-year-old kid.
He's so incredible.
Yeah, he's an odd guy. Just very different. You know, like what you'd expect from him, very different than what people think of him, and also just very different as a president. A guy who just calls you or texts you out of the blue. Also, when he texts you, you have an Android, so it won't go through with you. But with my iPhone, he makes the text go big. Like,
is that right?
USA is respected again. Like all caps, and it makes the text enlarge. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, the one-on-one President Trump is very different. He surprised me. First of all, he's an incredibly good listener. Almost everything I've ever said to him, he's remembered.
Yeah, people they only want to look at negative stories about him or negative narratives about him. You know, you can catch anybody on a bad day. Like, there's a lot of things he does where I don't think he should do. Like, I don't think he should say to a reporter, quiet piggy. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. Also, objectively funny. I mean, it's unfortunate that it happened to her. I wouldn't want that to happen to her, but it was funny. Just ridiculous that the president does that. I wish he didn't do that. But other than that, like, he's an interesting guy. Like, he's a lot of different things wrapped up into one person, you know?
You know, part of his charm, well, part of his genius is just he says what's on his mind.
Yes.
And that's
which is
also,
like an anti-politician in a lot of ways.
Right. So you know what's on his mind is really what's on his mind.
Which
and he's
I think
telling you what
prefer.
he believes. I do that
some
too.
people. Some people would rather be lied to.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he's telling you what's on his mind. Almost every time he explains something and he says something, he starts with you could tell his love for America, what he wants to do for America, and everything that he thinks through is very practical and very common sense, and you know, it's very logical. And I still remember the first time I met him, and so this was I'd never met him before, and Secretary Lutnick called, and we met right at the beginning of the administration. And he told me what was important to President Trump, that United States manufactures onshore, and that was really important to him because it's important to national security. He wants to make sure that the important critical technology of our nation is built in the United States, and that we reindustrialize and get good at manufacturing again because it's important for jobs.
It just seems like common sense, right?
Incredible common sense. And that was like literally the first conversation I had with Secretary Lutnick. And he was talking about how that he started our conversation with Jensen, this is Secretary Lutnick. And I just want to let you know that you're a national treasure. NVIDIA is a national treasure. And whenever you need access to the president, the administration, you call us. We're always going to be available to you. Literally, that was the first sentence.
That's pretty nice.
And it was completely true. Every single time I called, if I needed something, I want to get something off my chest, express some concern, they're always available. Incredible.
It's just unfortunate we live in such a politically polarized society that you can't recognize good common sense things if they're coming from a person that you object to. And that, I think, is what's going on here. I think most people generally, as a country, you know, as a giant community, which we are, it just only makes sense that we have manufacturing in America, that especially critical technology like you're talking about. Like, it's kind of insane that we buy so much technology from other countries.
If the United States doesn't grow, we will have no prosperity. We can't invest in anything domestically or otherwise. We can't fix any of our problems. If we don't have energy growth, we can't have industrial growth. If we don't have industrial growth, we can't have job growth. It's as simple as that.
Right.
And the fact that he came into office and the first thing that he said was drill, baby, drill. His point is we need energy growth. Without energy growth, we can have no industrial growth. And it saved the AI industry. I got to tell you flat out, if not for his pro-growth energy policy, we would not be able to build factories for AI. We would not be able to build chip factories. We surely won't be able to build supercomputer factories. None of that stuff would be possible. And without all of that, construction jobs would be challenged, right? Electrician jobs. All of these jobs that are now flourishing would be challenged. And so I think he's got it right. We need energy growth. We want to reindustrialize the United States. We need to be back in manufacturing.